What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here doing a TLG Reacts to Ananta official gameplay trailer, formerly Project Mugen. Project Mugen, I think we'd seen that a while back. Little glimpse here or there. This has been talked about all day, I've seen, and we're going to be watching this. Apparently, it's an anime GTA style game, an open world gacha. I don't know if it's an MMO or a single player game. I'm
not sure.
I guess we'll find out, but I've been hearing about it all day on X. People are just talking about it everywhere, so I figured we would watch this and learn more about it. Like I said, I remember hearing about Project Mugen a while back, but from the pictures I've seen, I haven't watched this trailer. I don't think you have either. It looks pretty interesting. So with everybody talking about it, and from what I've seen, I definitely find it interesting enough to do a whole fucking episode for it. But yeah, I'm really interested for two reasons. First off, I don't know if this is South Korean or Japanese made. It's probably South Korean, I would guess. But to see them make some kind of GTA style game,
I assumed it was Chinese, to be honest.
Is it?
I'm not sure.
Could be Chinese, but for them to make a GTA style game is something that a lot of Western devs aren't doing. So to see somebody else even trying it is really interesting. And then secondly, someone making a GTA style game. And by style game, I mean an open world, modern city game that has like random things to do in the city. People don't really make them anymore. GTA 5 kind of killed that genre for everybody because they did something so crazy that everybody's like, we don't have the resources to make anything comparable to that. So we're just going to stop. And so, yeah, I've definitely been wanting somebody to attempt it, and whoever's making this, I'm sure we could find out later. Kudos to them for even trying. So, yeah, I'm really interested in watching this. Have you seen anything on this, and what are you thinking before going into it?
I haven't seen anything on it. I just remember hearing, tidbits here and there. Some excitement, obviously, within the mobile and gacha game community about any game that has a budget basically coming out. But I kind of didn't pay much attention to it because I'm not a big open world guy, and so it's not an attractive prospect for me.
But you are an anime guy.
I am an anime guy. I'm also a gacha game player. So I mean, I'm not completely checked out, but open world is rough for me because I need direction in my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm curious.
Yeah, same. I'm curious about how much you'll be able to do if you're gonna make like an open world game that's like this. If this is gameplay, which we'll find out. I wonder how ambitious they're gonna get. So, should probably just watch this and formulate opinions, though.
Sure.
Let's check this out. This is Ananta. Am I saying that correctly? Let me know in the comments. Official gameplay trailer, formerly Project Mugen, in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Wake up, sleepyhead. The wildest city's coming right up.
Naked Rain. Don't know who that is. It's high quality.
Chinese dev vibes, so I'll compare them.
It kind of reminds me of Genshin.
Hemihoyo or people make all their own stuff.
This is actually pretty impressive. The animations.
Dangers on the horizon. But the thing that keeps us united, that one thing.
Let's get home early and game on.
I get what people are saying Spiderman now.
Yeah.
And they're shooting, so that's good. Just wondering what kind of gameplay to expect.
Yeah, with the style they had going on, especially after trying ZZZ, the cutscenes are probably gonna be wild.
the imagination. Driving confirmed. Sneak around like Spiderman confirmed. Racing. Basketball darts. The cinematics make me think it's a single player game. Okay. So first thing that comes to mind is it's pretty high quality graphically.
Sure.
It's obviously anime looking, but like it's very clean, vibrant. The animations are smooth and well done. I actually think the trailer did a really good job too of getting me interested. The music, all the visuals did a really good job. Wasn't expecting, honestly, this high of quality from it. So definitely really cool. I'm curious about how much you can do that it's showing, or if this is all just cutscenes. Obviously, a lot of this is cutscenes, but like it showed like throwing darts, playing basketball, which are things that Grand Theft Auto does do, which is impressive because you can do a lot of things than just run around and shoot stuff. But we saw racing, which is cool. So I have this just kind of left me with a lot of questions, but I think it has a lot of imagination. I'm still really impressed with the animations, and just curious about what you're even doing in this game. But it looks pretty cool, honestly. Way more than I was expecting. So, what do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely high quality. You can tell that it's taken them a while to make it.
Yeah, everything's done really well.
It does definitely remind me more so of like a MiHoYo style game, specifically the newer games.
That reminded me of oh man, Sunset Overdrive. Is that what that's called?
So yeah, I'm sure the cutscenes will be great. That's one part I've been enjoying about specifically Zenless. It's been crazy to watch the cutscenes in that. So this though looks like it has a ton of activities to do, which as long as they're not half-assed, should be a fun addition to the game. I like that kind of stuff. That's one of the things I do enjoy even about like GTA Online, is that be able to do like the little miscellaneous stuff in between like serious missions. And if it's like that'd be a nice change of pace from time to time, which is needed. Though I do wonder what the main and I know we have another video to watch, maybe they'll explain it, but what the main gameplay is.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Because typically, obviously, like in a gacha game, your characters will have like different stats and moves and stuff like that, and then obviously the community ends up developing metas and all that stuff. So that part of the game I'm interested in. This as a trailer though was well made, and definitely I think helps bring attention to the game for sure.
Yeah, the trailer was actually good. Like not even just what we saw, but the way it was all done.
It was definitely well put together.
Yeah, it definitely got me interested in it. But I just don't know anything about it. So if I was just judging it based off of like visuals, vibes, the cutscenes, it's all high quality, but we didn't get to see a whole lot of like gameplay. So like I don't like right there. I'm assuming this is gameplay. That's gameplay. We're shooting, swinging, stuff like that. But I'd like to just see a little bit more in terms of like what the gameplay loop is, because maybe the gameplay sucks, but it's like super flashy. I don't know. So, but still, I was really impressed with the animations. I think they look fantastic. It's very smooth and detailed. So, but yeah, we got questions. So we're gonna watch another video from RX Gaming called Ananta Project Mugen looks incredible. New trailer, beta details, and Spider-Man meets anime GTA. We're gonna watch this in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's Paradise, and last year a game was revealed that looked like an insane mix of Genshin Impact, Spider-Man, and Grand Theft Auto all in one awesome game. In that we promise to keep you up to date when any new information drops, and today
I like how it
is that
is,
day
Spider-Man.
as we have a brand new
There's, like,
trailer for the
all
game,
the open world
which was
games.
formerly known as Project Mugen. We watched the trailer and it looks awesome, showcasing some gameplay snippets and some more of the story. So in today's video, alongside the information release, we're going to go through all of that to keep you up to speed, and we'll give you a little recap. Let us know what you think of the game, because this one is looking like it has potential, and let's dive into the details. Project Mugen now has its official name, which is Ananta. It's being developed by Naked Rain, and the devs are calling it a free-to-play urban open-world RPG, and the game is set to launch on PC, mobile devices, PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Although there isn't a confirmed release date just yet,
So
you can sign up for the pre-registration on the official website for the upcoming beta test. They're actually having an offline beta test starting on January 3rd, but it does look like this may be exclusive to people in the Hangzhou region, with other regions kicking off later. The cool thing about this game is that it blends a bunch of different gameplay systems together into one, so you can do crazy traversal, racing, and anime-style combat in one game. In the latest trailer, we actually see a lot of this in action, as the trailer features some epic story cutscenes, some action-packed set pieces like you would see in something like Uncharted, and even combat snippets that look like they're from your favorite anime games. The whole vibe of the trailer definitely gives us GTA 6 vibes, as it has a lot of the same shots and beats as that GTA 6 trailer.
I noticed that.
Naked Rain is really pushing this to convey the open world nature of the game. We have previously learned from the devs that the game employs a special movement system, which the devs have dubbed the 3C system. This allows you to mix various movements such as wall running, grappling, web slinging, and air dashing, similar to the Spiderman games, and how you traverse the open world.
Yeah, it looks so much like Spider-Man.
To just traversal on
It is
foot.
Spider-Man in
game,
Grand Theft Auto.
It features a variety of vehicles, with some new ones being showcased in this latest trailer. It looks like you may be able to modify and customize your cars as well, as in the trailer we can see one of the cars with a livery on it, street racing. Talking about the story though, it's also got an updated version of it on their official website, and since this is now changed, let's go through that so we all get an idea of exactly what's happening in the game. In Ananta, players will take on the role of an elite agent within the ACD, the Anti-Chaos Directorate. You'll embark on an exhilarating adventure through a world that breaks all the rules. Nova City has plunged into chaos, from spooky paranormal phenomenon to toilets racing through traffic in the streets. The game promises to offer a unique blend of humor, adventure, and mystery. Players will meet a variety of interesting characters, jump into exciting combat, solve challenges, and safeguard the balance by overcoming threats to humanity, all while enjoying unparalleled freedom to traverse and discover Nova City on a journey to find out who you truly are. Now, we have actually seen in previous trailers that some of these paranormal phenomenon will get pretty wacky and huge, as we saw some of the things that these story battles will have in store for us. The whole theme of the game looks fun and up the street of many people, and in this trailer we got a glimpse at a battle against one of these paranormal phenomenon while they are scaling the side of a skyscraper. Something that really stood out to us from the trailer, which is giving us a ton of potential, is just how polished it looks, but also the set pieces for the action hopefully are playable sequences similar to the Spider-Man games, as it looks like that's what they're taking inspiration from. For the gameplay, we got a brand new description of it on the website, saying that players can explore the authentic urban setting of Nova City, a realistic cityscape teeming with opportunities and freedom. Throughout the game, you will encounter adventures and exploration in other interconnected cities, whether it's partying at the Sonic Boom Club, visiting the Whalebone Library, or experiencing the lively Eve Art Museum.
I assume
there's always something exciting to do.
It's gacha, so
we know that the game will have an expansive open world to play around in, and that will be supported by procedural generation to create different biomes within the city theme. The studio have also said that there will be additional content and maps that will be released post-launch as the story of the game progresses, which is pretty cool. They also mentioned in the description that the different cities will be interconnected, giving us hopefully a ton to explore. It seems that one of the highlights of the game will be mini-games as well. In the previous trailer, we saw that you're able to walk into buildings and engage in mini-games like claw machines. However, in the latest trailer, this was expanded on, as it looks like you'll be able to play things like darts, weightlifting, with hints at sports being playable like basketball and volleyball. For Ananta, the devs are really focusing on giving players a ton of quirky activities to do, which we think is great. With games like this where you're expected to grind and spend thousands of hours, this is the right way to go about it to keep
there needs to be
players
things to do.
engaged.
For sure.
All in all, the game is
the
pretty
biggest complaint about
impressive,
yeah,
and it's like a
that
new take
is the
on the
biggest complaint about all
Genshin
open
style
world
of
games
game.
is if there's nothing to
There
do in the
hasn't
world.
been any confirmation as to what the monetization of the game will be, but the free-to-play structure lends us to believe that the game might be gacha, as well as it following the same flow of other gacha releases. We will say, out of all of the styles of game like this one has us interested the most, as it looks like a proper AAA story with action set pieces, some very cool combat, and of course the tons of mini-games to keep things fun and interesting. There is definitely a ton of potential here, but just as a friendly reminder, it is NetEase that's publishing this game, and they haven't had the best track record, but hopefully they can get this one right. After seeing the latest trailer, we're very optimistic about the game, but still cautiously optimistic. For now, we'll leave you with the full trailer to watch and enjoy, and tell us what you think of
I've
all of
already
this
seen it.
down below.
Yeah, we did that.
Wake up, sleepyhead. The
Okay.
wild.
Well, that was that from the info that we got. It's a. I don't think they say anything multiplayer or single player. They said that it was a or not MMO, a open world RPG,
Yep.
which is interesting. And we did we hear anything about how it's an RPG in terms of like, are you leveling or?
Well,
I'm sure.
I assume so.
Yeah, I wish we would have saw something on that.
Yeah, it sounds like they still haven't given out a lot of the actual like systematic details.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I really want to know about that because everything visually is appealing to me. I have apprehension because it's another game that's going to be on mobile and PC, and so in my brain I'm like, it's a mobile game, even though technically it's going to be on everything. And I got to get used to just games coming out on phones as well nowadays, which is kind of crazy. But when I think of those types of games, I think about the monetization. I think about the systems that they'll have that will make it feel less like a game to me and more like a service, which it is. But when I invest my time in a game, it needs to feel like I'm playing it for the fun I'm actually having and not like the progression I'm hoping for, the things I'm trying to obtain that should come secondary after enjoying the gameplay. So I'm hoping that the gameplay of this will actually be really fun. The cinematics show me that at least it's going to be pretty story heavy, which will be intriguing enough. But I'm hoping gameplay wise it'll be fun to play. But I am curious about the gacha thing. I think it'd be interesting to just get new characters to explore the city in. If they all have Spider-Man abilities, I wonder what the story on that will be. Maybe it's this agency that they're part of. They have stuff like that. But I wonder, obviously, if they'd have different unique abilities. I assume they would, if you're getting different characters. Then they also said that they're going to be introducing new locations, new cities and stuff, which is pretty wild. The only thing that, I'm not trying to say this game needs to be multiplayer, but a huge open world like that and more cities, I just feel like that'd be so much better with somebody with you at the least, like one person.
yeah, and we'll see. Obviously,
Yeah.
I just know out of the ones I've played recently, a lot of the newer ones, they're still just single player experiences.
Yeah.
Which, I think the most recent two that I can think of would be like Wuthering Waves and Zenless. I sit there and think about it, I'm like, man, these would be great if they had some multiplayer functionality to them, and they don't. So it's probably my only complaint, other than I don't have time for that many games. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I would agree that hopefully they implement some form of multiplayer, even if it's just like a social thing.
Some kind of social systems, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, after a while, it starts to feel a little, especially in a big world like that, it would feel a little lonely. So
Yeah. Well, and also, if you're just playing this by yourself and then GTA 6 comes out, that's really going to pull people away from this game unless you get really invested in it. But I don't know when this is fully coming out. They said like there's a beta,
Closed beta, yeah.
which I'd be interested in checking out. But they also said that the first part of the beta will be in China, so that makes sense. But yeah, I'm just curious about the way you're talking about that. What it will do if it is a single player game to hold people in the game without, because having other people playing a game you're also playing is a huge factor in keeping people playing games as well, because they want to play with their friends, or they at least want to like be doing something that their friends also doing and being like, oh, did you get blah blah blah. I guess you can do that if you're playing a single player game too, but there's a lot of these games will have some kind of social features that will keep people playing the game. But anyway,
Yeah.
nothing else to say on the game.
Not really. I mean, it's tough. It's just a trailer, So
Yeah.
without
Does it look like something you would play? Something you're even interested in?
I mean, I'd probably try it.
Yeah.
I'm hesitant at the open world nature of it, but I mean, that's not enough to make me not play it.
Yeah.
And especially, to bring it up again, I've been trying a bunch of the new ones that have been coming out because I've just been kind of out of the loop for so long, and the quality has just gotten so much higher. So
Yeah. If this was like a premium single player multiplayer game, I'd be like, yeah, that looks like something to keep an eye on. But that it's a free to play, just mobile game, it's pretty impressive. That's why I'm wondering what the catch is, how they're gonna monetize this, because they obviously are gonna need to make money off this. So
yeah,
and obviously the gacha thing, but there'll be other things too, like you were mentioning with the cars or whatever. Like I'm sure they'll sell packs or whatever for
the cosmetics and whatnot.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of times, you sell costumes, you sell monthly subscription packs to get
Sure.
premium currency. Those are usually like $5 a month, and then battle passes that'll give you like leveling materials, gotcha pulls, etc. I mean, those are all pretty typical in a lot of the modern ones. Fortunately, energy systems are a thing of the past, because I know that's something you always think about with mobile.
Yeah. Well, it's just an easy example of things they don't like about mobile. And I
Yeah.
know it's obviously in the past,
Yeah.
but it is something that it did for a long time.
Yeah,
So
and now it's just usually you're limited to, and similarly to MMOs, actually, the materials to get stronger will have like you can do this like once to 3 times a day. So you can't just like grind out and become super powerful in like one sitting type of thing.
well, that feels adjacent to energy systems, though, to me. Limitations like that.
Sure, but it is more akin to like in Final Fantasy 14, I can only get a piece of gear a week. That's all I'm allowed. So because they don't want people just being powerful overnight. So,
Sure.
but I think it feels better than the game just basically going not allowed to play anymore, because you could still play and do other things. You just might be stuck progressing in a certain part of the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I'm definitely really curious about the game. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it. I do have my hesitations with it, but visually it does look appealing. I'm just hoping it's more than just a really flashy looking game with simple mechanics, which it could be. Stuff like this is easy to go like, whoa, that looks crazy. I'm definitely going to play that, but without seeing like full on gameplay outside of the web slinging we saw in the other video, it's hard to tell. So I guess we'll wait and see and hope for the best with it. You got anything else you want to say?
No.
All right, let us know in the comments what do you guys think about Ananta. Does it look interesting to you? Does it not look interesting to you? If you're not interested in it, why aren't you interested? If you are interested in it, what has caught your eye? What are some of the highlights in these trailers? Do you have information that they didn't mention in the video that you'd like to throw out there? Let us know. Do you know anything about the dev or anything like that? And do you know anything about the single player multiplayer thing that we're talking about? Are we just speculating out of nowhere, unfounded, or is that information out there? And what do you think about the game in general? Let us know what you think about in the comments below. I've been Seth, this has been Chevy, and stay tuned. We'll have Taste Cast coming out soon. But until then, have a good one, guys, and take it easy.